Hi Leo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly money and career tarot reading for the month of March 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I want to remind you, as always, this is a general monthly read, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. Don't forget to please and thank you in advance. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right? Join this Leo tribe. As if you have been with me for a while, you know I'm a Leo sun. If not, welcome to the Leo tribe. A little bit wordy, excuse me. You may find that's the case for you throughout the month. But the overall message I received for you in regards to money and career for March is all the money you deserve. All the money you deserve, all right? We're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Soul's Journey deck. The Soul's Journey deck. And let me just attach my microphone so we can pull those cards. Some initial shuffling. Look what I just split the deck to. Pride and abundance. If there isn't two cards in this deck to describe Leo energy, that is it. Abundance throughout the month of March and a true level of pride for what you're working towards developing, what you've achieved up until this point, and all of the success that's coming in for you, including money, of course. For my lovely Leos to begin for the month of March 2022, money and career. Okay. I'm not going to take these, but we have one so far. Okay, we have a good amount. Happiness at the bottom of the deck. There's an underlying focus on our individual happiness in regards to what we're working towards. Potentially when it comes to where we're working as well, I need to ask yourself if it's giving you the best energy, the best vibes, or if it's hindering you in one way, shape, or form, even if the right amount of money or more than expected is coming in, even if you're succeeding. There is a need for you to prioritize your happiness at this time. We have honesty, guilt, and change, okay? There is a feeling that Leos are being very, very honest throughout the month as it falls to the self-esteem card, all right? And bear with me. Yeah, somebody in your midst might be making you a little bit nervous potentially, but either way, there is a feeling that you're being very honest throughout the month through your work, potentially to coworkers or people you're living with, because that is a financial investment, but it does feel like a level of honesty is taking place, and you might be feeling as if there's a level of guilt in the air, or you're being pushed for one reason or another to feel guilty about being you, and all the meanwhile you're just feeling very proud. The pride just kind of seeping from your pores, very dramatic. You feeling very honest, very truthful, and just be very much in touch throughout the month of March with your inner voice, your higher self, your purpose, more so than previous to this month. Some of you have been in touch with it, but it feels like the majority of you, it's something you're more in touch with at this point. But change, I'm not surprised. Leo's definitely focused on making a change, whether this is more so speaking upon a change within your career, new job, changes within your business, maybe not feeling as if you have much of a choice, but definitely thinking about a financial investment as far as change. But it's also coming through as Leo's definitely wanting to make a difference through their work. You might be thinking about moving towards a career choice or a side gig that makes more of a change moving forward, but all the meanwhile feeling as if there is a lot of Leos out there who are drawn to this reading who have been working on a project, a business, a job, getting it off the ground, or just making the best out of it, making it successful, and it truly makes a difference, all right? I feel as if it's part of you getting your voice out there, expressing yourself, and it might truly be tied to that level of honesty. I can relate, all right? Some of you, it's more so creations um, and getting your expressions out there, all right? It may not be fully your voice, but if you think about it, that is your voice to a certain extent. And then we have three purple colors: love, worry, and discipline. There's no need to worry. You might feel like there's a level of worry in the air, whether it's somebody you're working with, a boss figure, people you're living with, but either way, it feels like there's no need to worry about the future of your business, your career, the money intake at this time. Feeling like February was successful as far as the money that was coming in, but it wasn't all that you would have desired, right? Or it just feels as if March is a time where your money intake starts to increase dramatically. And so therefore the overall message comes from spirit in the universe, excuse me, not to worry, all right? With discipline, there's a true reminder to discipline yourself, one's mind, in a multitude of ways, with what you're working towards. Consistency equals greatness. You may be pairing what you've been working on with another side gig or just another job. Feels like a lot of Leos aren't afraid to moving forward, and maybe in general, pair multiple forms of work, income, thinking about passive income all the meanwhile. But you need to discipline oneself and to just stick to a healthy schedule. Just do what you know you need to do to get the success that you've been, I'm hearing, raking in at this point, all right? Feeling as if in the month of February and now in March, you're seeing things work out for you in your favor when it comes to your work. Some of you not so content with certain financial investments, but you'll make the best until the best. And there's a focus on what you love when it comes to your work. If you're a business owner, it feels like you're truly loving what you do, even if at times there's difficulties, obstacles to overcome. But there's a push from the universe for Leos to continuously wrap themselves up with something they love. If you're beginning a new job in March or maybe even moving forward in April, you're reminded that that's going to be something you love, even if it's temporary. Okay? And that when you do what you love, the money just flows in naturally. All right? Side by side with the success. Let's pull the main part of the reading from the Light Seers deck. We're going to do a bit of a layered spread, even though you can't see the cards. One moment. I just heard you're on your way to greatness. You're on your way to greatness as I look at the Seven of Pentacles. All your hard work is starting to pay off. People have no idea the great heights you're about to soar towards. Okay, we have 3 to begin. Good energy. The Lover's coming out, and we were just talking about the Love card in that deck. So we have the Lover's, Judgment, and 10 of Pentacles. So you're being pushed to remember why you love what you do, or pushed to move towards a job situation that more so makes you feel this level of love for your career. You might even find that certain people or one specific person is very in awe of your career choice, what you produce, what you develop, and it's creating a level of love in the air. And all the meanwhile, you're being pushed to release what no longer works for you, to be very honest. The Judgment card does typically speak upon a level of honesty. And again, it matches one of the oracle cards that came out, the Honesty card. But being pushed to prep in one's mind or make certain adjustments moving forward to move towards healthier situations, or just one big healthier situation. A lot of Leos being very intuitive and knowing or being reminded by Spirit in the universe that there's a lot of big changes on the horizon, but you need to do what's right for you all the meanwhile, and getting a lot of important downloads in regards to your business career, your money intake, but it feels like also a situation that is not so comforting or a little bit stressful, okay? But we also have the 10 of Pentacles, so there's a true focus throughout the month on our financial comfort, our happily ever after, and getting to that spot, all right? I always like to make sure the microphone's on, but it is a month where you feel as if you're a step closer or several steps closer throughout the month to that happily ever after, that financial stability, and it just feels like you're on a roll, all right? You're on a roll. Oh, I didn't grab the Small Making Magic deck for the end. You're going to find there's a level of prioritizing, at times being a little forgetful, and then just kind of having to adapt, being reminded that you're a true adapter as a Leo, and people just seeing your personality as something very powerful and inspiring, okay? Words of wisdom coming from you left and right, even in just little conversations throughout the month, all right? I'm hearing that's not necessarily part of your career, but it could be. With the Page of Swords coming out, touching base upon the Lover's card and the Judgment card, you're going to find that you're learning more about what you love, the future of it. You're also learning more about somebody that you could potentially love or do love at this time. And it feels somewhat tied to your career somehow. Once again, whether they're sort of very drawn to your work, what you're doing, or invested in your success, or vice versa, or you feel as if you're just going to end up having them involved in your success in one way, shape, or form moving forward. It could even you could even find yourself doing a lot of research, gaining more knowledge on certain changes you want to move towards in the future. And Spirit is clapping in the background saying, good, got to prepare, right? Got to do what's right for Leo. Not viewing that as selfish, but if you do or other people do, it's like, I gotta, make sure I'm set up for the future, that my loved ones are taken care of. And it's all the meanwhile that you are feeling a bit burnt out at certain points of the month. I need to step back and reassess why that is. You might be empathic and be picking up on certain heavy energies throughout the month. You might also feel as if you just overwork yourself. And a reminder that you can release that burdened, sort of heavy feeling by cleansing your energy, resting, implementing self care, sticking to a healthy routine to maintain that beautiful Leo glow, all right, that lion glow. Remembering that you are a fire sign, but it doesn't mean you always have to exude that fire energy 24/7. There's other parts of you within your chart, like your water sign, your air sign, and your earth sign, which I'm hearing less likely for a lot of you. But all the meanwhile, taking care of oneself, absolutely. Releasing what's making you feel weighed down and being pushed to understand. Let me show the two cards that I was just speaking upon. But being pushed to understand that the Ten of Pentacles is your future. That part of why you feel so burnt out is because you have this relentless or sort of very disciplined go-getter mindset and way of approaching something. The consistency. I feel like some of you Leos don't even take a freaking day off or haven't recently. And you're going to be pushed to accept that that's okay to take a day here or there. Your success and your money intake is not going to be destroyed altogether just because of you taking care of oneself, taking a day. You'll find your quality of work improves moving forward because you take care of Leo. All right. You're number one in order to take care of other people or just yourself if you feel very much in your own energy, just on your own at this time. A level of independence, regardless of what your situation is. And all the meanwhile, it's just a month once again where you're being pushed to accept that the money's flowing in, all that you deserve. When you need money the most this month, there it is. When you need some assistance financially, there it is. Some of you looking for a loan approval, and it comes at the perfect time. Some of you, it may not be right when you think it should, but it'll come at the perfect time throughout the month or in the following month. You're being reminded that all the money you deserve is on its way. You have two queens at the bottom of this spread, being pushed to get in touch with, balance out your feminine side. There's two females or individuals who are very in touch with their feminine side who are going to assist you, praise you, almost help you promote your business or your project, your job. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, if I didn't mention it already. This is very much touching base upon the candles sometimes come through as the lives you're touching, the people that you're inspiring, the people who are viewing you, for some of you on a social media platform, and seeing that be very, very successful. And all the meanwhile, discharging forth, if you look at the wand you're holding at the top, and having that magical touch towards what you're producing throughout the month and moving forward. All of your skill sets that you gained over time, you're going to find are going to come in handy moving forward. It's certain parts of the month are one main part where you're pushed to reflect on all the skill sets you gained from certain jobs that were even toxic or unhealthy or just drawing on or dead end. And it's like, okay, yeah, the business I'm running now or the job I have now, this emailing skill came in handy from this job in the past, or this communication skill from a lot of these jobs has come in handy and is helping me produce and just do what I need to and be what feels like the best at what you do. Even if other people don't fully see that just yet, people will come around and it feels like one by one, moment by moment, success by success, creation by creation. You're gaining people's support and opinions, okay, is what I'm getting, but also just a lot of impressed behavior, all right? Compliments, praise. People is just being like, Leo, how the hell do you do what you do? Or why do you have such ease when producing what you do? Your energy is inspiring nonetheless, regardless of whether I feel the need to support what you do, all right? Or even believe in it. With the Ace of Cups at the top of your reading, it's, if you could see this, it's just a level of abundance coming into your life throughout the month. Feeling very inspired to add to that abundance, but also feeling as if your cup is overflowing to the point where you can help other people, if the opportunity arises, or you feel inclined to, and that your cup will still be full, or just the universe, spirit will help you fill that cup right back up when the time is right. And all the meanwhile, it helps you get through the rough points of the month where you feel a bit burnt out or just depleted, or feel like a situation could potentially get the best of you. Feels more financial investment or like a living situation, or it could be more so a job for some of you. But either way, it just feels like you're also being pushed to accept a financial fresh start in the future that you'll have enough money for. Some of you won't need a lot for it, honestly, is what I'm getting. That is going to help you feel less wounded and more abundant in the future, okay? And it will last a while. And you're learning more about that beginning as the month trickles on. A true focus on your work when the sun goes down, feeling more intuitive or just feeling as if you are very in touch with the universe at that time, all right? And being reminded, yeah, you're a Leo and we represent the sun, happiness, completion, strength, but all the meanwhile, there's positive to you uh, plugging away at certain hours, whether it's at night or early morning, or just when you wake up in the middle of the night, a push from spirit at times to just get something done. Happens to me often, all right? Well, not as much anymore, but it does happen, okay? And we do have the Five of Pentacles, so it feels like at the base of your reading, you are stressing a little bit about money or a situation more commonly for a lot of you that you don't fit in with, period. You don't fit in. And you're reminded that that's a beautiful thing. You don't want to fit in with a situation that's unhealthy or just isn't fitting for who you are. At all times, you don't feel the inclination to fit in, and that's part of who you are as a Leo moving forward. And the push to expect the best, as at times maybe certain energies in the air help or not making it easy for you to expect the best. But remember to cleanse your energy in a multitude of forms, okay? Whatever you're lighting to cleanse your energy through water, you find a way. Nature's going to be your best friend as well. Bear with me, as I do feel like there is an energy or maybe multiple, maybe a situation that's making you a little bit nervous. You'll push past it, all right? And you'll find that even some of you, that those nerves or that sort of realness about you comes in handy when producing work, okay? Or just that push to make a change down the line. With the Page of Pentacles, thinking in a fresh way when it comes to your money, thinking about what you want to invest in moving forward, but also thinking about what needs to be cut out budget-wise, habit-wise, and just feeling very successful. A hint of somberness, but feeling very successful with what you're putting your money towards. Feeling very selective. Um, Socializing more than you expect in between working, even though you don't feel the need to or the inclination to spend money on stuff like going out with friends or shopping and stuff like that. It does feel like a lot of window shopping or online browsing for the future, okay? Looking into other investments as well in a larger sense. And we do have the World card here as you get a bunch of downloads once again in regards to your future, your business, your career, the money intake that's just going to continuously increase moving forward as clientele come in, your business grows, the right job falls into your lap or you stumble upon it, people want to help you. You're reminded that your world's changing. Completion's a beautiful thing as you're pushed towards all that you deserve and you see the money you deserve flowing in almost an effortless way. Wow. I had to grab the last deck we're going to use, which is the Making Magic deck. I find this one very fitting for the end of a money and career read. Okay, let's see what we have for Leo to wrap things up. The bottom of the deck right off the bat with 555, Shrink of 5, manifesting money and income. Boom, you absolutely are. To trust in your manifestation skills throughout the month. Let's take it out for Leo to wrap up this reading. The elements, all right, naturally being pushed to balance oneself out, to believe in the fire, air, earth, and water parts of you. And that's part of why you're able to achieve whatever you set your mind to. But meanwhile, just balance oneself out as you do feel very abundant this month. And we have Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. And for some reason, I do see this as a push to keep shining that bright Leo light, to be this little shining individual or a large shining individual, however you want to view it, that just inspires other people and succeeds left and right. And to finish this up, we have Abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances, and time to shine. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. To book a personal reading with myself, the options are down below. Just reach out via email and I'll get that started for you. Donations are more than appreciated in advance. You'll see the link below as well. I hope you have the most amazing month. I know you will. And I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Leo.